rivalry. There is a serious rivalry between South Africa and Nigeria, be it in sports, be it in entertainment, be it in education, anywhere you could think. In fact, business-wise, there's a lot of rivalry in a part, and they seem to be winning at every point in time. And why are they winning? Is because they have their country always behind them. You can see this one, they even took this one to parliamentary affairs beyond their immigration and what have you. You can see that the level at which they took it. So let's come to business-wise. If you look at Nigeria now, most companies that are thriving are from South Africa. And they are thriving, not thriving small, thriving very well. Show me or tell me one company that is of Nigerian origin that is surviving in South Africa. There is none, simply because of their labor law and their intention not to allow us to actually skate through. That's one. Number two, most of our young persons that are in South Africa, once they know you have Nigerian origin, it becomes a problem. But not only Nigeria in this case, even all Africans are suffering. The only Nigeria have it more. Once they get to know you're a Nigerian, they think you are taking advantage of their women, of their men, of everything. Perhaps it's because we have that pen chance to do something extra, to show our skills, and that's why we are shining in their country. So diplomatically, I think Nigeria is not getting it. I can tell you one of a business mogul who is in a media sector, who has a broadcast organization and print media, went to South Africa to actually invest one of his company that is in UK now. He couldn't survive just for a month because of the labor law, and because he's of Nigerian origin. They make sure they frustrate him out of business that you have to move. Imagine you want to invest in South Africa and you cannot invest, and you now move to UK to invest. Do you see how hostile that could be in the soil of Africa? Now, moving to Ms. Chidima issues, I think Ms. Chidima, it's quite unfortunate that they deny her all what she deserves, because by birth, she's a citizen. She was given birth to in South Africa, and she's never even claimed that she's not South Africa, even in her competition. But having done some research about her, they think she will be taking the shine out of their own citizen. Never knew that she's also a citizen. So now they have denied her, and I'm happy that a Nigerian, trust us, we have rescued her, and she's now on the international scene. I pray she emerged the winner. But I think this is a wrong signal from South Africa. Let's go historically. I don't think there's any African country that the whole African continent has suffered for, that Nigerians have suffered for, like South Africa. We trade off a lot of, our parents trade off a lot of things for them. I can also recall we give them about 300 visas, they travel to Nigeria to come and study. During the apartheid, a lot of things were made easy. People like Wale, so you can't take the forefront. You know, everybody fight for their freedom. Now they have the freedom, but they think with that freedom, they can now malhandle other Africans. I think we need to go diplomatic. In fact, I can tell you, I don't want to be so authoritative because most of Nigerians in South Africa may actually end up there by road. But I can tell you most of them now are under serious pressure. A pressure of surviving, because the community is hostile to them, the government is hostile to them. They are now playing hide and seek within the city. So it's because of the hostility. And you are here doing multi-billion-dollar business conveniently in Nigeria. I think at the point we need to do for that. Whereby we cannot survive in your country, you should also not survive in our country. Because if you don't survive in our country, if I tell you that today, if the about 7 businesses that I know in South Africa own origin does not survive here, South Africa as a country is going to have issue. So imagine we now want to treat them in that way. It should have been worse. So I think South Africa should rethink, and their ambassador should be someone to actually make sure that they reduce this level of hostility to Nigeria.
So these are really strong points that you've pepped up this morning. And we know that, like you said, it's not just about Nigeria. South Africa has a complicated relationship with the rest of the continent. Is this some form of trauma effect of the apartheid on them? Because how does an African nation try to stand on its own so much? Now, you're seeing its relations, even in diplomatic ties, more on the BRICS end. So they're doing more, you know, relations with the likes of Russia, just the rest of the Arab world, as opposed to having stronger ties on the AU, the UN, and the likes of it. How can, you know, other nations in Africa begin to address this issue? And I'd like you to stay on the conversation of you know, the ability to do business in other parts of Africa. We have these treaties that are signed on AU, United Nations, free entry, free, you know, some laws that are